Something is happening with Dr. Umar Johnson, and at this point, it's genuinely difficult to process. I'm starting to wonder if there's a running joke across the entire internet that nobody bothered to let me in on, because what just unfolded cannot be treated as an ordinary news cycle. This felt less like real life and more like a deleted scene from the Boondocks or a South Park episode that somehow escaped into reality. This man went live on the internet to deliver what he framed as a major, significant update on the progress of his long-promised school. And when you find out what he considers a meaningful milestone, your reaction is going to be difficult to contain. He opens the way he always does, the familiar energy, the greetings, the Pan-African salute, the shout-outs to the donors of the FDMG Academy, everything following its usual pattern. And then, with complete composure and zero hesitation, he delivers the big announcement. They waxed the floors. That's it. That is the update. Floor waxing. And what makes it even harder to process is that he didn't treat it as a minor footnote. He repeated it multiple times with the kind of enthusiasm usually reserved for ribbon-cutting ceremonies and groundbreaking events, as if he had just unlocked some major achievement and needed the audience to fully appreciate the significance of what had just been accomplished.
Peace and Pan-Africanism. Peace and Pan-Africanism. Peace and Pan-Africanism. This is your big brother, Dr. Umar Ifatunde Oguntade, with a special shout out to all the donors of the Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey RBG International Leadership Academy. I want to let y'all know, brothers and sisters, that we have waxed the floor, brothers and sisters. We have waxed the floor. Your school is ready for decoration. I repeat, your school is ready for decoration.
We have waxed the floor. Your school is ready for decoration. I repeat, your school is ready for decoration. We have waxed the floor, brothers and sisters. The school is ready for decorations. Let that sink in for a moment. So after all these years, after all the fundraising, the live streams, the passionate speeches, and the donor appeals, the grand announcement is that the school is complete because the linoleum this shiny? That's the milestone we've all been waiting for? When a normal person hears that a school is complete, certain things come to mind. Student enrollment opening up, staff being hired, a curriculum being released to the public, some indication that children will actually be walking through those doors in the near future. But according to Dr. Umar, the breakthrough moment here is that the building is now ready for posters and plants. Which raises an obvious question. What exactly was preventing anyone from hanging up decorations before? Was there a decoration embargo in place? Was the floor situation truly the final obstacle standing between this school and its students? And here's where it gets even difficult to take seriously, because this is not the first time we've heard this. Go back 4 months. 4 months ago, he got on live and told the world essentially the same thing. The school was done, absolutely done, fully done, completely done. The only thing remaining was waiting on the city to come through and conduct an inspection.
To all my donors around the world, I know it has been 7 long years. I know it has been 7 long, hard, tough, grueling years, but we are here, baby. The school is absolutely done. The school is fully done. The school is completely done. And on Tuesday, because government is closed on Monday to celebrate white supremacy presidency. The government is closed on Monday to celebrate white supremacy presidency. But on Tuesday, I'll be contacting the city to request an inspection of the Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey Elementary School and Gym. Brothers and sisters, thank you for those of you who stood with me. Not the fakes and the phonies. Not those who act like you supported me but didn't trust me, didn't believe me. You listened to the struggle streamers and the scammers. You believed them.
He said it himself, word for word. On Tuesday, because the government offices are closed Monday for white supremacy, I will be calling the city for the inspection. That was 4 months ago. 4 months. And now a new video drops and suddenly the story has shifted. Now it's the government holding everything up. Now there are external forces causing the delay.
Are we genuinely supposed to accept that the city of Wilmington, Delaware, not a major metropolitan bureaucracy, not a sprawling government machine, but a relatively small city, has been sitting on a single inspection request for 4 months and counting? At what point does that explanation stop being credible? But here's the part that might actually be more remarkable than anything Umar himself is doing: the comment section. If you pull up his Instagram right now, it reads like an entirely separate reality. People are underneath his posts typing things like, "Thank God, the king has delivered. Full celebration, complete buy-in, no questions asked." Watch how the packaging works. He takes the exact same recycled information from months ago, reframes it as forward momentum, and walks it out like a victory lap. Then he steps back to the microphone and starts proclaiming that this will be the first school in American history built entirely by the African diaspora, a bold, sweeping declaration, and then almost immediately begins walking it back.
I repeat, your school, my school, our school, the first school in American history built by the African diaspora is ready for decoration, brothers and sisters. We have not gotten our final building inspection. We are being held up, but we are going to be patient and respectful as we can possibly be under the circumstances, brothers and sisters. Your school is ready to be decorated, but we need a certificate of occupancy. Your school is ready to be decorated, but we need a certificate of occupancy. I want to thank all my donors who've been standing with us. We are complete, brothers and sisters. Look at your school. Look at your school, brothers and sisters. We are complete and we are ready to decorate for our children. We are ready to decorate for our community. Douglas and Marcus Garvey Academy is ready to operate, brothers and sisters. We are ready to operate, brothers and sisters. Hit your PayPal. PayPal.me/FDMG Academy. Hit your PayPal. PayPal.me/FDMG Academy.
Brothers and sisters, we don't have our final building inspection yet. We don't have the certificate of occupancy, but hit that PayPal. Take a moment and think about what was just said. In one breath, he openly admits the building has not been legally cleared by the city. No certificate of occupancy means the structure hasn't passed official inspection. For all anyone knows, there could be unresolved structural issues or worse sitting behind those walls. And then, in the very next breath, the message is, "We are ready to operate, send money right now." How exactly is a school ready to operate for children when the building hasn't been legally approved for adults to occupy? He purchased this property roughly 7 years ago. 7 years. And after holding those keys for the better part of a decade, the headline milestone is that the floors are polished enough to see your reflection. And naturally, right on cue, the collection plate comes back around. It follows a very recognizable pattern. Every time the momentum starts to fade, a live stream appears. Every time the energy needs refreshing, there's a new announcement that sounds significant until you examine it for more than 30 seconds. It's reminiscent of those viral streams where someone holds their hand beneath a mechanical blade, counts down from 5, builds the tension to a peak, and then pauses. "Before I do it, make sure you hit the like button, send the donations." He walks his audience right to the edge of the finish line, and just before the big reveal, reminds everyone to send $20 more. And then he adds a condition on top of it. You must donate or you cannot participate. If money doesn't come in, your children don't get a seat. That's not a fundraising appeal, that's leverage. He stands inside an empty room and shouts about academic revolution and intellectual insurrection. He declares that in these sacred classrooms, black boys and girls will be saved. Then he walks into another empty room, identifies it as the teacher's lounge, and explains that they still need to purchase a couch, a refrigerator, and a television. Then it's back to the PayPal link. Here's what's actually missing from all of this. There are no teachers, no principal, no tuition structure, no licensed curriculum visible to the public. What exists is an empty building that has been under renovation for the better part of a decade. And it's worth stating clearly, purchasing a property is the very beginning of building a school. It is not the finish line. It is the starting block. yet his followers are treating a freshly waxed floor like a graduation ceremony. He fires off the familiar catchphrases. They said the money was stolen. They said there would never be a school, but I'm here to tell you it's ready. No, it isn't. And that's the part that makes the internet genuinely frustrating sometimes. The bar for what counts as progress has completely dissolved. To be straightforward about something, there's no satisfaction in sitting here and pointing out that this audience is being run in circles. None. Because when you look at the broader landscape of online commentators and self-proclaimed community leaders, the alternatives are often far worse. There are people out here directing communities to vote for political parties purely out of resentment. There are people pushing outright hatred toward immigrants and anyone they decide is the enemy of the weak. Measured against that kind of malice, Dr. Umar Johnson is not the worst voice on the internet. The truth is, the school was worth rooting for. The idea of a functional, community-built institution dedicated to black children was genuinely worth wanting to see succeed. The hope was real, but hope doesn't make something true, and this channel isn't going to dress up stagnation as progress just because the original vision sounded meaningful. 7 years of work, and the headline achievement is a wax job.
It's your big brother King Kong. It's your big brother King Kong consciousness. I'm just letting you know we still fighting for the babies. We still fighting for the babies. It ain't over yet. King Kong coming to you live and direct. FDMG Academy, FDMG Parkway, the Prince of Pan-Africanism Boulevard. We in the building, brothers and sisters. We in the building, brothers and sisters. Your school, my school, our school. We bought up the whole block. This is why I'm the King Kong of consciousness. We bought up the whole block. This is why I'm the King Kong of consciousness. We bought up the whole block. This is why I'm the King Kong of oh yes. Oh yes. FDMG grand opening coming soon for those who have donated. FDMG grand opening. They go the Honorable Marcus Garvey, the Honorable Frederick Douglass, the Prophet Nat Turner, and the Emperor John Jacques Dessalines. Where my Haitian Africans at? This is what we do. We build institutions. We build, if they not building no institutions, they just want to be celebrities, brothers and sisters. If they not building institutions, they just want to be celebrities. If you need to reach me, 2-1.
But I want to hear where you stand on this. Do shiny floors represent genuine progress to you? Or are you at the point where hearing the same announcement recycled every 4 months has stopped meaning anything? Drop your thoughts in the comments. This is a conversation worth having. If you stayed with this video all the way through and want to see another breakdown, click right here to watch how Charlemagne the God's attempt to come for DJ Academics ended up blowing back on him completely. See you over there.